my name is Francis Ngure. Yeah, I just moved recently to Maisha Makao within the Tilisi, but yeah, there are reasons for that. But then I'm working towards settling down the road at Batian 6, and that's where we will be living. Yeah, it's been several years of looking and searching, and we wanted a place where we feel at home, secure and quiet, and we did search. We did go to various gated communities around Kikuyu area, around Kiambu Road and the likes, but finally we ultimately located Tilisi because I happen to have relatives around who cited that there is a good work going on around here. And then when using this highway towards Nakuru, I saw the beautiful gate, and that's how I settled. I came in to look into this back around 2018, I believe. That's when we visited a few times and we were able to procure a space for ourselves. Yeah, we did look at various development. I think then Chulu was quite advanced, and we saw a very good house in there, the show house. And we thought, because of the finesse with the finishes, we thought it's a good project for us to pursue. But then, in our thinking, my wife and I really debated whether we get a unit or really. But along interactions with the staff here, we learned that there's some plots for own development, of course, with a lot of quality checks and quality assurance by Tilisi, and that's when we really settled on purchasing a plot, half-acre plot down at Batian, because we thought this would allow us also some input in terms of what we would want as a home for ourselves, for our family. So I think the quality was a big deal for us, and the environment itself, but we'll talk about it. This is Batian 6. And so what we have here is half an acre of a well-sloping land, but it allows us to be able to really build a residential unit on one quarter, and then later on in the near future we will hopefully start another unit on the lower end. And so we found this to be a very good investment to allow us to get the value for money in this investment. And so we're really grateful about this. Yeah, I mean, well, initially, our first interactions with staff here, one of our main contact persons, he was quite really helpful and friendly. By then, we were living abroad, and we didn't quite, as much as we visited initially, we didn't quite know how it would look ultimately. And we had very careful guidance from our first contact person. And over time, in our frequent visits in the country, we came to notice that, this is not just a talk, it's taking off. There is consistency in what they are saying. The infrastructure really came up very quickly and clean and very well thought out. So within our time, we were sold out in terms of the space, the areas, and the demarcation of what will be the light industry and the residential areas. And so we had seen previously projects that stalled, and so Tilisi inspired our confidence in the terms of the pace and the consistency they were working with to get the development, and that cluster by cluster development inspired confidence in the sense that you can follow through and complete and go to the next phase and complete, and that was a great inspiration for us. Yeah. We wanted the quiet, we wanted the serenity, we wanted the connectivity to areas of our maybe school for children, shopping malls, or even just recreation facilities. And just to point out that we recently moved to Maisha Makao, which is in the immediate neighborhood and within the larger Tilisi, and that was part of the process of us wanting to come closer to enjoy the views and the sights. It offers a lot, but primarily the connectivity to areas we would want to access, and also the quiet and away from the hustle and bustle in town. I mean, we do go to town, yes, but then we wanted some place where we can retreat. We have a young family, so it's working very well for us, and it will work well for us because of all the things that I will describe, including the recreational facilities. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. We have seen remarkable growth and progress and appreciation. I mean, the initial prices we are hearing when we visited Chulu at the very onset has really gone up. And even with the land itself, the half acres at Batian, it's not the same price for Tilisi Woods. It's greatly appreciated, and I think it's a wise investment. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I cannot overemphasize this, but it just feels great to come from all the business of the day and retreat to a very quiet place. That has offered us a very good environment for our children and for us as well. Yeah, we long to beat the traffic to be home because of that relaxation, the quietness, the recreational facilities, including swimming pools, some soccer pitch somewhere, and outside environment. We do enjoy a lot of walks in the evenings or early morning, and we just come into love cycling around. That offers so much that we couldn't easily get elsewhere. And yeah, the environment itself is a blend of many things. The green spaces, the live plants and flowers. It's a whole beautiful environment to look at. And we like the views at Tilisi Views, especially just down the road, where we're able to see the city from afar off and just the surrounding environment, the Limuru area and Kaboko area, very green. And I cannot overemphasize the beauty, the spectacular views, and also the freshness of the air. It's good to be out from town sometimes and just be in a place where you see a blend of urban living, but also it's basically more of countryside. You can easily walk into farms around and neighborhoods around that offers a lot of even fresh food and a lot of views and a lot of recreational utilities or other facilities that is really fitting for a young family or even people who are really starting life. I think the resources here offer some sense of renewal, like especially if you live off, if you work in a busy environment, this offers you a relaxed environment that is not easy to come by. But also the affordability, the pricing, I didn't mention that. That was a key feature for us, because once you invest in this, you will always see the gain in value over time. And I do think in some of the areas where you see a lot of appreciation of property. But back to the quality of life, I mean, you are highly connected to many other roads that would easily get you to Karen or Kikuyu area, or even the other side of town towards the bypass is just close by, where you could easily access the bypass towards Kaboko area, and then also down all the way to Runda and through to Thika Road. So it's highly connected. If you want to go off to Western Kenya, you're right, by the way, close to the Nakuru Highway. And so it makes it easier to commute to many areas and to connect to many areas. But I cannot again overemphasize the quality of living, the quietness. And I didn't mention that the weather offers a whole lot of blend. You could imagine the high altitude offers you a variety of weather patterns. I wake up early morning to a misty morning, and in a few hours it has cleared to sunny rays, and it's just a wonderful view to watch, and also acclimatize to different weather patterns, preparing you for where life can take you. Yeah, this is a very secure space. Tilisi guarantees security. We are really enjoying this space because you drive in, you sense the safety. You can sense that you don't have to worry about your property or your own family or your own personal security, and that even in the evening walks or late evening walks, you feel quite secure because it's a secure gated environment.